Well, happy Halloween. So you may remember I did a little walkthrough on Castlevania, and I figured I'd try to do the same thing for one of the hardest NES games in history, Ghosts and Goblins. I'm going to mute here so the demo screen doesn't get too loud. Alright, so just as like my little disclaimer, I have not actually beaten this game. But the main reason for that is, you essentially have to beat it twice in one sitting in order to beat the game completely. I have beaten it halfway twice, so technically I've beat it, but for all intents and purposes, I'm going to say I haven't. Now, the first thing I'm going to show you is the world record way of beating it. Found a little issue of Nintendo Power, top secret passwords, and there's also a stage select code for Ghosts and Goblins. So let me just kind of show the page there. So it's AB, up, down, AB, left, right. And then you push the start button, I believe. Oh wait, sorry, that's the secret message. It's the on the title screen one. Just kind of show that there, and then I'll demonstrate it. Okay. First, let's turn on the sound. Now, much like the Konami code with Contra, you'll have to do this all before the startup screen happens again. Turn that up a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to wait for that to cycle through. Come on already. I guess you have a long window to put this code in. Okay, so essentially the code to do this is first you press and hold the right button, push B 3 times, then press up, push B 3 times, push left, press B 3 times, and then push down, and then press B 3 times. All before the demo screen starts up. Then you push the start button. If you're able to do it just right, you'll notice that you get stage 1A. You just go up and down. Wait. I'm trying to remember how to do this. Yeah. After the stage select code has been entered, push start, then the A or B button to choose the stage. Okay, so A goes up, B goes down. Okay, so I'm going to show you the world record way of beating this game. So we go all the way up to level 7. Now, only if you put in this code, you'll actually be able to use the lance on this boss. If you get to this boss without the shield, it will automatically send you back 2 stages, I believe. This room is an illusion, and is a trap devised by Satan. Go ahead dauntlessly. Dang, I wish I could have read the rest. Okay, and then you do it again. I did put in 7, right? Yeah, whatever. Okay, there we go. Just try to aim for the head, that's his weak point. Ow. Curse you, Satan. Or is it the devil? I forget. Congratulations. This story is happy end. Thank you. Being the wise and courageous knight that you are, you feel strongeth, welling in your body. Return to starting point, challenge again. And then let's see, there's another code. AB, up, down, AB, left, right. And then that's supposed to put in the credits. Let me see, if you enter this code after finishing the entire game, both quests, you will be able to see a secret message. Oh. Enough of the semantics. Let's actually try to do this. Reset. Okay, so we push the start button. Okay, the story. So far, you're hanging out with your girlfriend, and all of a sudden Satan comes down and takes her away because I guess she's just that beautiful. And then it's up to you to rescue her. Okay, push the start button right away. Now, as soon as you begin, you'll be flogged with zombies. They always come in 3s, so be careful. So 1, 2, 3. Now you see that there's gravestones every so often? be sure not to hit your lance too often, because if you do that enough, you will summon an angry wizard to turn you into a frog. Huh. Maybe it's not that gravestone. Ah, whatever. Okay, I'll just go along. Now you'll notice that some of the zombies will drop baskets. Those will be either for points or for different weapon upgrades. And that's what I was hoping for. Either the knife or the dagger. Basically, if you can, try to get the knife and or dagger in this stage. If you can't, it's alright. The next stage is just a little more difficult without it. I was hoping not to take a hit there, but whatever. So we just go along. I find it easier to take the top path. You can take the bottom path if you want, but you'll have to watch out for the projectiles of the plants above. So let's see, is this the gravestone? I want to really show you that. Oh. Okay, and then every time you die, it kind of shows how much further you have to go, just as like a little more salt in that freshly opened wound. Oh well. Maybe I'll just forget the commentary. Well, actually, let's see. Maybe this gravestone. I know it's one of the gravestones. If you hit it too often, then a magic stream will come and turn you into a frog. Now, it's not permanent, but when you're a frog, you're not able to use your weapons, which can be very much a problem with a horde of zombies coming after you. I probably should have mentioned this earlier, but I have a feeling you probably already know this by now, but you only have 2 hit points. First hit point... Oh, there's a fireball there. I'm gonna pass on that. It's not necessarily a useful item for me. Could be for you, but it's all just trial and error. Okay, and then up to the first boss. Well, it's not actually the first boss, but seeing how difficult it is for most people, it could be a first boss. Maybe a mini-boss would be better. But essentially, the main tactic is to try to get him to bounce around. It's hard to explain, but I think I did a pretty good job showing it. And then you got the ghost knights, not zombies. They're zombies that are coming out of the ground, not floating around. There's gonna always be 2 streams of those ghost zombies. They never really come at the same intervals or the same altitude, so that's something to be careful of. But there will always be 2. Don't think there'll always be... There might be 1. Then we got a plant here. Oh, just missed that. Get some cash. And then we get the ghosts, which look a lot like, raps, don't they? Whoop. Ah! Now your character kind of has an interesting little hitbox. It seems like if stuff hits the head, then you don't take the hit, which can be nice, but don't always rely on that. Let's see, this one has a basket, which could give me some points. Another fireball. I do not want the fireball! If I wanted the fireball, I can get it easily in the next stage. Okay, and then it's up to the real first boss. A unicorn! I do not know why they call this thing a unicorn. It's just so stupid. So basically, he'll kind of jump around, watch out for his fireball, hit him enough times, and then it'll be alright. Now, I've played this game a few times, so do not be discouraged if it takes you quite a while to get there. Because I know it took me quite a while to get to that point. Okay, now this part has a lot of jumping platforms. You can go any way you want. I'm going to show you the way that I feel is the fastest, or maybe the speedrun way. So you just kind of jump here, kill that, jump. I think you can see. I don't really have to explain it, do I? No, I messed that up. No! Yeah, whatever. I didn't necessarily get a good run on that, so... yeah. Allow me to reiterate, I have not actually beaten this game. I beat most of it, but not all of it. There we go. Yeah, I'm doing better now. That's for points. However, you'll notice that sometimes they'll drop a little medallion that flashes. When you pick up that, it extends your time. But do not necessarily rely on those because they don't really come too often. Okay, so after you navigate that, you get to your first little checkpoint here. This very mossy brick wall. Now watch out for the bird. Where's the bird? There it is. I knew it was coming. Now out of this little house, there's going to be a bunch of little spirits that'll try to come down and get you. Watch out for them. Okay, and then it's on to the ogre house. I know the manual calls these big guys, but come on, what kind of name is that? A big guy? They're ogres. They're obviously ogres. Or at least I think. What do you think? So notice you can shoot through the wall here. This will help you out substantially, since you'll have to go out through the only exit, which is that way. Uh-oh. Okay, I got that one. Now I just need the other one to come this way. There we go. See how much easier it is with the knife, or dagger, take your pick. The lance, you can kill the big guys, but it just takes a lot longer. Now notice that every so often, that the bird will come by in like, I want to say maybe 25-second intervals. Just be sure to watch out for those while you're chipping away at the big guys. Ogres. They're ogres. Yeah. There it is again. Down. Now that is the only way out of the house. Oh wait. There's one other thing I forgot to explain. Okay. So you see the top floor at the very top there? Well, what kind of phrasing is that? Well, anyway. If you do not want the fireball, do not go to that top floor. Because what will happen is when you go to that top floor, a fireball will spawn right where I'm standing. And also, if you feel really gutsy and in the speedrunning, if you're able to do it right, you can go up to the very top floor, get hit by a bird, and then it can knock you out of the house. But be warned, that is pretty difficult to do. Let's resume, get the bird there. There we go, I knew it would be coming back. Okay, now up ahead, though it's hard to see on this TV, there will be a red bird. The red bird, unlike the purple bird, does not respawn. Once you hit it, it's gone. Okay, there's the red bird. Aw. Oh well. At least it doesn't respawn. There we go here. Oh. Just got that. Okay. Now just be warned, the platforming is very stiff in this game. Like, if you've ever played the original Castlevania, it's very similar to that. If you just push the jump button, you'll only go straight. If you push jump and a direction, you can only go that way. There's no changing your directory. However, unlike Castlevania, you can turn yourself to be able to get enemies behind your back. Oh, timer's running low. I hope I can beat this guy in time. Okay, now there's actually 2 unicorns this time. Okay, 8 seconds. There we go. Hope I can get the key in time. 3, 2. Oh, that's 2. Yeah! And then it's on to level 2. It's insane to think that level 1 was those 2 sections. As you will notice, as you may have noticed during the stage select code, there's level 1A and 1B. I just beat both of them. Okay. Now as a side note here, if you still have the lance, or the javelin, take your pick, the weapon you normally start out with, it is very important that you get rid of it, because the boss of this area will not be affected by it whatsoever. You can try all day, but it will not die. Now my personal preference is if you're able to find the axe in this level, that is probably the best way to do it. However, if you have the knife or dagger, it's best if you keep it. It's probably one of the best weapons in the game. But the axe is very effective against the final boss. Okay, so you'll notice that there's going to be a bunch of bats that will be coming down. Just stay ducked, and they won't hit you. Okay, let's see. More points? Sure, don't mind if I do. Then there's another bat here. Oh. Second, I thought he was going to hit me. Come back. I want to see if I can demonstrate the power of the axe. Body spray. Oh wait, that's not right. More points. Yay. Okay, and these things, they take 4 hits, but watch out for the ball that they throw. Oh hey, I got a 1-up. Let's see, a statue. Now you may notice that that statue is flashing. Occasionally, If you pick it up, you will turn into a frog temporarily, so be very cautious. Usually I like to take the top path, but I took the bottom path because I thought there were a few more zombies. But they just seem to be giving me points. What are you doing, zombies? Jump. Okay, so there's a very basic pattern to those tower thingies. They'll fire the ball below, then above, and then they'll fire the ball from both trajectories, so it's best if you try to kill them before that happens. Now once you get into this blue area, you reach the first checkpoints and the zombies stop. I was hoping to get an axe, but whatever. Okay, here we go. Another one of those red devils. I'm not really sure how to explain my little tactic here, but I don't know, maybe a picture is worth 1,000 words? There's a ghost here. And then another one of those tower things here, as well as that ghost. So be careful. And go up. And then there'll be another one of those little red devils. Yeah, whatever. Oh, I got a one-up. As you might have heard from the little musical cue that kind of broke in a while ago. Show you where the first checkpoint is. Put that here. One more hit. Those only take 4 hits, but they're kind of difficult to get in, as you can tell. Also 4 hits for these towers, but I think I might have said that already. Ow. Oh, I got him anyway. Okay, now be sure to just kind of keep a lance or whatever your weapon is in front of you at all times here, because there'll be a ghost that'll spawn right in front of you. There it is. Okay, we'll go up. You can actually jump if you want, but you'll have to watch out for a few ghosts along the way. Like there, for example. Okay, now you can go up here, but make sure you get the little points. Okay, I'm going to try to show you which each path leads to. That way I can give you a pretty more informed walkthrough. Just be warned, this is not the path I usually take because of the devil here. Okay. So there's one there. I can't help thinking there's 2. Yep, there is 2. Okay. That's 4. Okay. And then you would just jump off... Wait. And then you would just jump off that ledge, and that's how you get further. However, let me show you the other paths you can take now that we got a little more time. We got 2 minutes, that's quite a lot. Let's go down here. Oop. Come back, ghost, there we go. Okay, go up here. Then you can go over here, get some money. Go up here, however, I think there's another devil here. Oh, there it is. Okay, so that one kind of sneaks to you. Woo! Didn't think I could pass that one. Okay, and then right here. Try your best to stand right in this spot, and then trigger the 2 little, either demon babies or ghosts, take your pick, that come on down. Because they will mess you up if you try to get them while moving. There we go. He messed me up. Oh well. Okay. Now remember, be sure to go to the continue option, because if you go to press the 1-player or 2-player option by accident, the game starts all over. And that can get really annoying if you got pretty far. Of course, I'm not saying this is the furthest, but whatever. Okay, there's another one up here. Now if you do it right, you can actually kind of despawn those. Whoa, that was close. Essentially with the red devils, if you get them to walk off screen and then run away from them, they won't come back. However, if you go back to where they first came from, then they will, so be careful. Get the little suit of armor here. Just kind of a little habit of mine. Oftentimes I would just kind of get stuck here and I'd like to pile up points because I had nothing else I could do. Come on. Why are you going at such a low altitude? It's because you know I'm recording you, isn't it? Oh well. You're not going to get me this time. Yeah! Okay, then there's a red devil up here. Yeah. Okay. Now, very, very important. If you take this top section, jump around a little bit. You might find a power-up. I'm just trying to figure out where you do it, though. This might take a little bit. Well, first jump up there, and then you can get this power-up, some more points. You ever hate it when you want to show somebody something, and then it just never happens? I think that's one of those moments. Okay, so be sure to jump from here. If you go fast enough, you can actually outrun that devil there. Now be careful here, there's another devil down here. Now you may be wondering, why do they give you the fireball? Well, as I explained earlier, the javelin has no effect on the dragon, which is the boss. Spoilers. So be sure to pick up that fireball if you still have the javelin. If you have any other weapon, it'll work just fine. But for now I'm going to jump over that, and I'm going to take him out. So first you can take out the tails, which just makes it a little easier, but if you just attack the head, that is how you kill the boss. You don't have to destroy all the tails to kill the boss here. However, I did anyway. And go. We're on to the next level. This one kind of really shows how bad the platforming is in this game. You got a bunch of these little eyeball platforms, which all go at different speeds, which makes it very hard to move from one to the next. I feel like I just quoted some reviewer from somewhere, or whatever. So if you want, there's an extra life down there, but I'm just going to pass on it myself. Okay, we'll jump here, and we'll go on this platform. Now, very important to note. I'm not sure if you can see it, but there's a little red devil on the corner there between the gap. Basically, if you already took a hit somehow, if you just jump past the red devil, that's where your checkpoint is, and you will always start back there even if you die. So just be sure to jump onto this platform, and even if you get killed here, it won't be that bad, because you will always start right there past the red devil. Alright. Do this in my boxes. Yeah. Or briefs, I really can't tell. This is a game that came out in 1986, after all. Very early in the Nintendo's lifespan. So as such, the sprite of Arthur isn't the best, but whatever. Now you don't have to kill all those babies, but I just find it easier, considering they like to loop around. Now I believe this is one of the statues. Yep, this is the statue that turns you into a frog. Don't worry, it's not permanent, but until then, you're left defenseless. So it's best not to pick up that statue. Though you do get points, it's not really worth it. Okay, another red devil. Got 2 points in. Ah, statue. Okay, that one just gave me points, and I got a 1-up for it. Yeah, every 50,000 points, that's where you get a 1-up. Okay, now this dragon can be a little tricky sometimes, because most of the time, well, some of the time, it will start moving, while other times, it'll just stay there until you hit it. When you have to hit it to wake it up, it's usually hard to dodge. So let's see what happens. Good, we already woke up. Come on, there we go. Hurrah! Now once again, if you did not get the dagger, the axe is very effective against the dragon. I wish I had footage for that, but it might take a little while. Okay, level 4. Or is it 5? I just want to mention that if you thought the game was difficult before, this level and the next are probably the hardest in the entire game. I'm going to try to do this legitimately, but if not, I'm going to pop in the Game Genie and just show you how it would be done. I really hope I can show you the real way, because I'd really hate to do that. Okay, so you may notice these little skulls on the ground. Be sure to take them out, otherwise they will wake up and start dancing. And this dance will kill you. Just trust me. So the main thing you have to watch out for in this section is the respawning ghosts and the little demon children. Okay, good. I was actually able to jump that gap. You gotta really time that jump, otherwise you will fall down and the skeleton may get to you. So go this way. Oh, and here is the axe. Now, I would suggest not getting the axe here. There are several ogres in this level, and the axe is not very effective against them. However, if you do accidentally pick up the axe, there are several ghosts that spawn in this level, as you can tell by the annoying hissing. But they will be able to drop several different items for you. If you're able to pick up the shield item, that is a very useful weapon, actually. Okay, this little red devil here, you can feel free to jump... Oh, okay, never mind. That's what I get for trying to explain that point. Basically, if you don't touch him, he won't go after you. But I touched him. I thought he only woke up if you throw a knife at him, but I guess if you go near him, then he wakes up. There you go, even I'm learning something from this walkthrough. And the main thing to watch out for with those little, star children, I really don't know, is that they will throw little red dots at you, which can be very deadly. Okay, yep, got the jump. Very good. Slowly but surely. Got the ghost there. Get the money. Avoid the axe because that won't work. Don't touch the devil. However, you can go down the other way here, and there is an extra life. If you're able to get as far as to this extra life every time, you can rack up a ton of points, which is what I've done a few times. I think I remember getting up to maybe 100,000. Nah, probably have to be more than that, because that would only be 2 ones. Okay, get the big guy. Very good. Now, once you go up this ladder, you'll notice that you get a little medallion. That only happens after you go up the ladder, and you will get points from it. Die, ghost. Okay, and then there'll be a little eyeball platform. Come on. I'm surprised it didn't hit me, but I'm happy for it. And there's a big guy here. Whew. Okay, that was a close one. Go the other way, ogre. Now, occasionally they'll drop their little balls on you, but not every time. They're very inconsistent enemies, which is why they're probably the most annoying. As you can tell by their constant shifting. Very good. Okay, I did not think I would actually get this far. Okay, now if you actually did take a hit, once you cross the little eyeball platform here, they will give you a nice little suit of armor for your troubles. As soon as the little platform comes. Dang it! Curse you, ghost. Come back. There we go. Maybe the suit of armor doesn't spawn if you already have it. Okay, now occasionally you'll see that there's a big guy above me. Sometimes there won't be, but this time there is. So I gotta take care of it. Okay, come on, move. Ah. See why I hate these ogres? Okay, that was close. Just jump the little gap here. Of course there would have to be more ogres. Most of the time that guy doesn't even show up. I guess the game really wants me to show you how difficult it can get. More points. Okay, I got 40 seconds. I hope I can get this guy in time. Okay, and now it's time for either the devil or Satan. I forget what they call it. Ow. Okay, so it'll spit its little medallion, then it'll start flying, and then it'll cover its wings. Woo! Okay, got it. Did not think I would actually get this far, so I'm pretty happy. Okay, and then it's up to level either 5 or 6. This, if you don't believe that crap has hit the fan already, this is where all of it hits the fan. Okay, so you start right here with all the skulls. Very good. They give you a nice little javelin here. I somehow still have the knife, so I'm going to keep it. Try to kill the unicorn. Occasionally, the unicorn just gets really angry at you and touches you. I was hoping that wouldn't happen. After you kill the unicorn, then you have to kill the dragon. I'm a little out of practice with this, so I'm trying to remember how to do this. Okay, notice that I picked up the shield. The shield is very important. If you do not complete this level with the shield, you will be sent back to the level that we just did before. I will try to shoot in a little footage to show my proof. That's been kind of a little urban legend of this game, but just trust me. You do not want to chance it. In the footage here, I did not collect the shield. This weapon has no effect. Try again. Get a shield. And then it sends you back to level 5. And plus the shield is a pretty good weapon. I don't know why people hate on it. Go up here. There's a little red devil in the corner, but I'm not going to disturb him because he's not disturbing me. Go on, fireball. Okay, big guy. Now just try your best to either stay back when dispatching that big guy or count out 7 hits. Because if you accidentally throw an 8, you'll probably wake up that little red devil in the corner and you will regret it. I did not think I would get this far. Okay. Gotta bring that little red devil down here. Hopefully it'll work. Come on. Wake up. I don't know why, but I thought I had him. When you have to start back from the beginning, be sure to grab the javelin. Because just like the javelin on the dragon, the shield will do nothing to the unicorn. Which is kind of a pity, because the shield would be really nice against him. Maybe that's why they did it that way. Come on, do it without taking a hit. Yeah. Yeah, that's good. Woo! Okay. I feel like you just gotta really form your own strategy with getting rid of the dragon there. It's kind of hard for me to explain, and, well, it's even harder for me to do, I guess. Okay, that was close. This thing got my suit of armor. Yeah, I better not get too cocky, otherwise the game will prove to me to be humble again. Okay, very good. Now just get this big guy to turn around. Oh. Come on. Other way! Yeah, whatever. I got time. Very good. And then you got the axe there. Jump over it. Oh! Yeah, whatever. Well, at least I get to show what the axe looks like. If I actually beat these bosses with the axe, I'll be amazed. I wonder if maybe the axe doesn't work on these enemies. I feel like I would have killed it if I did. But all the same, that is very good, because I will not be sent back to the stage I just came from. The problem is that... Oh! See why the axe can be effective? I just took out all those enemies with one axe. You know what? Let's keep this. See what happens. Okay. Axe, effective against dragon, not against the unicorns. I sound like I'm high right now, don't I? Yay! So if you actually pick up the shield there, be sure not to pick up any other weapon. Otherwise, you will pay for it. Just like I'll pay for this. Or maybe not. I got it for free. Haha! Yay! I'm doing it. Go up. I hope he's not too close. No! Oh, that could have gone worse. But it could have gone a lot better, as you can tell. Okay, that ghost is not coming back. That's good. And then just go up for the bosses. See if I can do this. Now, the shield does not have as long of a range as the rest of the weapons, so be careful. I probably should have ducked there. I'm gonna try this one more time, and if it does not work, then I'll try to skip to a point where I can do it just fine, or actually did defeat the bosses, which is 2 Satan's, Devils, I forget. The manual is pretty vague on its enemy names, as you can tell by the big guy. Okay, that was good. Occasionally, the unicorn, when he gets too far back, he will start to charge. Okay, I'm gonna skip to when I can actually beat those bosses. Or, well, have beaten them. Kinda wish that I got that on film, but, yeah, I was able to defeat the 2, Satans there. Essentially, what's really nice with the shield is you can use it, well, you can throw it at the enemy's projectile, and then it will block it, which is also really nice for the ogres, which occasionally throw little purple balls at you. Okay, let's see if we can beat half of the game. Haha! So mostly just aim for the head, and you'll be fine. After all, you can only... it seems you can only face yourself in the direction that the boss is in, so that's nice. Yay! Go ahead dauntlessly. Make rapid progress. I will. Or at least I'll attempt to. See what happens. Like I said, I've never actually beaten the game in one full run. But we shall see. We shall see. First thing is I want my dagger back. Either that or maybe the axe. It's kind of a pity the shield doesn't work on the unicorn, which of course has to be the first boss. So you have to ditch the shield right after you beat Satan, or the devil. One of the 2 with it. Maybe not. You know what? Let me show you the fireball. Very similar to the axe, however, it leaves a nice little fire trail right in front of it. Yeah. I'm doing it. Whatever. At least now you know what the fireball looks like. Yeah, so I believe that's all the items. Yeah, I believe I showed you everything now. In fact, I've even showed you the ending of the game already, so if I just ended it here, I don't think that would be a problem. But I want to try this. After all, I did it once before. See if I can do it again. No, that one probably has the knife. Or the dagger. Whatever. Plant. There we go. Fall down. Oh boy. I just summoned the sorcerer. And it died. Okay, so that fireball is really nice, actually. Once again, the fireball is only as good as the situation it's put into. Now you may notice that these little red devils now fire 2 little spheres instead of just 1. It's slightly harder going through the game the second time. Slightly. Then again, I guess it's enough to matter that I've never been able to do it. I never really noticed that, but once you cross a checkpoint, the timer resets to 2 minutes. Or at least it does in this level. Yeah! Fire! I guess there's not really much more I can say at this point. I feel like I've said everything that needs to be. Maybe I'll just kind of make some raging gestures. I don't really go in for all that. I think there's a few people on the internet that kind of made a business out of it, but whatever. It's not my business. My business is to play as much as I can on this black and white TV. Because let's admit it, color is overrated. What is resolution? Or pixel grade, or whatever that stuff is. More points! Yay! To be perfectly honest, I did not think I'd be able to get this far. Go away! Yeah, well, I guess the fireball's better than the axe on those unicorns, but not as good as the dagger. I really wish you could use the shield against those things, but whatever. Let's speedrun it! Points! Yeah! I should have probably mentioned that if you stay on that platform, you will die with it, but I guess that's obvious. Okay, so I'm stuck with the fireball. Let's see how this goes. So I have little to no faith in this thing. Well. Whoa! I guess the game wants me to use the fireball. No, it doesn't. Stop throwing your balls at me. Yeah, fireballs. Not very effective against the big guys. Ogres. Whatever you want to call them. Yay. Could be a little more challenging, that's all. And you know, this game could use a little more challenge. Yeah, I'm just stuck in a rock and a hard place. I do not see myself being able to get out of that. At least on the bright side, I've already showed the end of the game already, so I don't have to show you that. In all this successive run, I've actually been able to show you all the items and all the levels. Doesn't really get much different from here. Just a little more challenging. In fact, I'm surprised I did not take a hit there. Oh well. Don't go away! Ah! You're just teasing me now, aren't you? Okay, both of these big guys are being stubborn. And I think they're a little faster now. Whoa! Dang it. Come on! Yeah! Yeah, I do not see myself beating this level, but we'll see what happens. Nope. The bird kind of threw me off, but at least the bird didn't kill me, so... yay! Oh well, at least I'm showing you why this game is... beating this game is considered quite an amazing achievement against gamers. They know how difficult this game is. This is my way of trying to make it a little easier for you. If it was just these big guys, it'd be hard enough, but those birds make it much more difficult. Maybe I'll just kind of jump ahead to when I actually do it. Let me try one more time. Nothing else I hear human suffering is something that gets you views on YouTube. That kind of sounded like I was going to blow up something, didn't it? Well, I didn't mean it that way. I meant it as in, like, the idea that if you give somebody a hard game, like, say, Dark Souls, or a really scary game, like Five Nights at Freddy's, you can generate a lot of views that way by really getting good reactions. And the problem is, I think I might be being a little too tranquil to get that kind of stuff. Come on, there we go. Hey. I know the big guy's around here somewhere. And there's the ogre. Just gonna stand there and just keep jumping balls. Yes, I know that sounds dirty, and let's be honest, I'm trying to do that. I'm trying to be edgy. I'm bird, there we go. Yeah! It's the first hurdle. Well, maybe. I haven't necessarily jumped the first hurdle yet. Gotta get out of the ogre house. It's all ogre now. Haha. Hopefully I can get to the boss before the time runs out. But I believe if you ride these all the way to the top, you'll get the time bonus. Maybe not. Oh well. I forget how to get the time bonus. All I know is around here, usually they'll generate the little thing that gives you more time. Okay, I got 20 seconds. Let's see if this happens. Go away. Ooh, 3. No! Ah, I almost had it. Oh well. I think I'll just kind of jump to a point where I can do it, or I'll record myself saying I give up. After about 10 more attempts, I have given up, so I'm just going to skip to the next level. Yeah, the fireball makes that level very difficult. The javelin is much easier. And plus, hey, maybe I can show how awesome the axe is. No! Stay away, fireball! I've had enough of your curse. Give me the axe. Or give me enough points to just do stuff. Yay. And maybe I'll get this guy up here while I'm at it. I think I have a basket. Yeah, there it is. Boom! Yeah, the X is really good at this stage. Not so much for stage 4 or 5, but this stage in particular is really good with the X. Or at least I think. Until that happens. Oh well. Going up. Some more cash. Could always use some more cash. Just like a computer system. If anybody gets that joke. Going up. Secured. Go up again. See if I can get rid of them demon babies. Haha, one shot. Land on the power up. Aw. Oh, there we go. I showed you how to make the guy disappear. Let's see if I can show you where the suit of armor is, though. Which may accidentally awaken the guy, but whatever. I'm willing to risk it. There it is, right there. See, I wasn't crazy. Yeah. Now let's take out that dragon. Whee! Just gotta take care of this guy first. I think that one's gonna turn me into a frog, but let's see. Yep. No, at least I could jump over the fireball. Whee! I like dancing. There we go. The axe, man. The axe. Body spray. For men. Or women, I do not want to be sexist. Aha. Oh. Okay, so I'm on level 5 now. Does that mean I can skip to the last level with the axe in hand? That's a... Oh! Oops. Accidentally skipped ahead. Oh well. I've already showed you what the game looks like the first time. It's not much different. See why the axe isn't so good on this stage? Or am I showing you? I don't know. Yeah, well. I'm just gonna say, forget it, and go right to the last boss. I'm very curious to see if I can axe him to death. And plus, I don't really see myself beating this game the real way. Oh well. And they said no other weapon has an effect like the shield. Yeah, it does. Yeah! Well, I wish I could have showed you the real way, but whatever. Okay, let me see if I can get this secret message thing to go. A, B, up, down, A, B, left, right. Yeah, whatever. Okay. Well, that's Ghost and Goblins on N.E.S. I wish I could have beaten it the real way, but who knows? Maybe my little video can help you do what I could not do. See you next time.